Good morning, everybody. It's Shelly. I just realized I left my office door open. Oh well. Today is Wednesday, so I'm going to talk about crazy, and I guess I just kind of like it that way. So today I'm going to talk about money and the flow of money, because we all, or at least most of us that live in this United States society or world society, we like money when it comes into our lives. We love that flow of money. Like, it feels good when we get money, when we get paid, when somebody pays us back, when somebody gives us money, when we inherit money, when we win money. All of that is awesome, because then we have like the opportunity to get more freedom with money. So for me, that's what money is. It's freedom. It's freedom to go on vacation. It's freedom to buy things that you like, to give things that you like, to have more time, so you can like hire a maid to clean your house, or you can hire a driver, or you can go on vacations. Money can be amazing, but money can also be this huge burden that we freak out about all the time. So in order for you to get better financially, you have to start loving the flow of money. And what that means is you have to love the money going out of your life as much as you love the money coming into your life. So what that means is, when you pay your rent, when you pay your car payment, when you pay any of your utilities for your house, when you pay a loan payment or a credit card payment, whenever you are putting money out, when you're spending money at the grocery store, or buying something at Walmart, or buying something at a restaurant, you have to get to a place where you love that as much as you love getting money. You got to love that flow. And I think about it like, breathing. Like, breathing is a flow. You breathe in, and you take in that oxygen that your body uses to, keep going and feed your circulatory system and your respiratory system. And then you breathe out. And when you breathe out, you're breathing out air for, plants and trees and all that stuff. So every time you breathe in, you're not going, oh, thank you for letting me have this oxygen. And then when you're breathing out, you're going, oh no, it's not in my body anymore. How am I going to do this? No, you breathe in and breathe out. You enjoy the flow. The flow coming in is just as important as the flow going out. It's what we do, and it's automatic. It's in our unconscious mind. We don't have to think about breathing. It just happens. So you have to start programming your mind to start doing that same thing with money. So, we just, turned in our taxes. So when we did it, when we did it before, we ended up doing 3 years at once. We had been going to one tax lady who just kind of scoffed my reselling business. She just thought it was kind of silly, and I don't know, it was just kind of rude. And I was just like, we're not going to her anymore. Like, we're going to find a professional tax person that deals with people that have home businesses and is respectful. And we did that. And we did 3 years at once, basically because we were just being lazy AF. And we got money back for every year, because he knew how to write off a bunch of stuff that other lady didn't even think about, because she was too busy like being kind of a jerk. So when I was like turning in those taxes to this new guy, I was just like, okay, I'm going to be happy for the taxes that we're paying, because, we've got roads to drive on, we have schools to go to, we have emergency services that we can depend on. Like, there's all these things that I'm going to be grateful for where my taxes go. And then when he called to give us like the overview of everything, we got money back for each year. And I was just like, wow, that's really cool, because I had gotten to a place where I was just, every time I started like kind of freaking freaking out about the money that we were going to owe, I replaced it with, I'm so happy and grateful that we have great roads to drive on, that our kids got to go to school for free, that, you know, if something happens, I know I can call 911 and someone's going to be here to help me. Like all of those things, you know, and I know that your taxes go way beyond that, but that was just my head. And then it just like flip-flopped. So when you start turning those things into habits, when you start, you know, every time you pay rent, like we rent a house, like, so people can say, oh, you're just throwing money down the drain. No, we have a great place to live. Like, you know, we just needed a new fence and the landlord put up a new fence. Like, that's awesome. We didn't have to spend a dime more on our rent for that to happen. He's just been an amazing landlord. We've lived in 3 houses since we moved up to this area, and every landlord has just been great. And we're just blessed for that. So every time I pay rent, I message him and tell him I'm paying rent today. He says, thank you. I say, thank you. And I'm thankful that we pay rent and we can live in this house. Every time I pay a doctor bill, every time I pay my car payment, every time I pay insurance, every time I pay fees to the different platforms that I sell on, I'm thankful for whatever those give to me. I'm thankful for the electric bill because I can turn on a light. I'm thankful for the internet because I can talk to you guys. Like, you have to get to a point where you start getting thankful, because you can't, I've always said this, you can't want that shiny thing over there while you're throwing dirt on what's over here. You have to make all of this stuff over here shiny, and then that shiny thing starts coming more and more into view, and pretty soon that shiny thing is what's right in front of you. Because you know, just like that whole Murphy's Law, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. You can flip that and make it into your law, you know, Shelley's law, whoever is watching this, your law. Like, everything, if it can go right, it will go right. Everything ends up better than expected. And when you turn that on with finances and you start replacing those negative things, oh, I never have enough money, oh, how am I going to pay this bill? No, it's going to happen better than expected. The money's going to be there. I don't know how, and that's okay, but I have faith that it's going to happen. So when you start doing that and you start changing, you actually change the physical makeup of your brain. When you start thinking, feeling, and acting differently about money, it starts to become a habit, just as much as those habits that you have right now where you can't afford anything and there's never enough, and that lack mentality. You can turn that into abundant mentality, where you're just like, everything happens for a reason. Everything ends up better than expected. Things just keep falling into place for me. Money just keeps flowing through my life, and it's amazing. And I appreciate all the money going out as much as I appreciate all the money coming in. And when you do that, it changes your financial life. I promise you. Last week I talked about like tithing, having money in your wallet, and saying I love money because it comes when I call. My challenge for this week is, every time you put money out, be grateful, and get grateful in a feeling way, not just like, oh, I'm so happy that I, you know, just went through the drive-through and bought that hamburger. No, I'm so happy and grateful that I had enough abundance to buy that cheeseburger or that taco or that cup of coffee or that gift for somebody or whatever it is. Just start with it little and build it up. And pretty soon, thank you for the car payment. Thank you for the house payment. Thank you for, you know, the whatever, the insurance payment. Like you have to get into a feeling place with that, where you feel it. You know how it is when you're seriously grateful, when you're just like, oh my God, that's so cool that happened. That's so amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have to get into that with money. And of course, you don't want to do that like in the middle of Walmart and look like a weirdo, or wherever you shop. I keep saying Walmart, but you know, wherever you shop. But when you get out to the car with your groceries and you put all the groceries in your car, just sit in your car for a second and just think about how amazing it is. I mean, even if you are buying those groceries with food stamps, be grateful that you have the resources to get that food. Get grateful, and I promise you, your abundance will expand. It happens every time, and it's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. Okay, so if you are on Facebook, thank you so much for watching. If you are on YouTube, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe to my channel. Share if you can. I offered yesterday, if you share my video this week from yesterday until next Tuesday, if you share my video and you comment about it on YouTube, I will give you a free tarot reading or a free little coaching session. And free tarot reading, I'm talking about like a little 3-card reading. So yeah. Hi, Valerie. So I'm going to leave it there and go. I've got things to do. I'm talking to a real estate agent today about our options. So that'll be exciting. And tomorrow I'm going to talk about relationships. So if you have any suggestions or questions about relationships that you want me to talk to pertaining to the law of attraction, please throw that up there and I will do my best. Bye.